Welcome to CookShow.ca. My name is Scott, and today's episode is all about raising awareness for men's health and the fact that 1 in 6 men get prostate cancer. So Movember is a event that what you do is for all of November you grow a mustache, the best you can do, and you start November 1st and you see how thick and how great your stash can be by the end of the month. So I encourage everybody to participate in Movember, and if you want to join the same team that I'm on the Element team, and you can do so by going to the side of CookShow.ca, and if you look along the left hand side of the screen you'll see a chef hat with a mustache. No, my mustache right now is not glued on, and unfortunately I'm going to have to shave it off to start the contest, so you have to start clean shaven. So anyways, today we're making chicken cordon bleu. We're going to get going right away, and like I said, grow a 6 stash. You have nothing to lose. It's all in good fun. So like always, I have most of my ingredients laid out along the side here. One thing that you're not going to see me do very often is I'm actually going to use these pumped chicken breasts. So we're not going to pound out chicken or anything like that. Some people, I'll show you a much more simple way to make cordon bleu where it's more consistent as to how it turns out. And what I'm actually going to do here is that on this pan, I like to add a little bit of water so it just kind of, you get some steam going with the chicken, and you know, it's not burning or drying out or sticking to the pan, so we'll do that. And we also have some, I see Appleton wants to show you his mustache, guys. See him? That's great, eh? So I don't know what you'd want to call that one. And we have a mushroom here. Now those are the sick handlebars. Check that out. So he's joined us today. And I don't know what Garlic Show's really got going on here. Like, it's probably one of the most pathetic Fu Manchus I've ever seen. So, hey Garlic Show, that's a pretty sick stash you got going on. How long did it take to grow that? Well, I don't know. I like Appleton's a lot better than yours. Yeah, that's way sicker. So while we're waiting for our chicken to cook in the oven, I'm going to show everybody some of the things you're going to need to make chicken cordon bleu. And hey, can you make yourself useful, Garlic Show? Why don't you go cue up the music there? Here, go along. You doing that? Can you figure that out? Great. We're playing Mario Brothers, I guess now. Thanks, Garlic Show. So you're gonna need some whipping cream. You're gonna need some Swiss cheese. You can get that at your local grocery store. You're gonna want to get it sliced thin. I'm using honey ham. Traditionally, most people use Black Forest. I like honey ham better. And make sure you have on hand some melted butter with garlic in it. So you need eggs to bread your chicken breast with. You're going to want to have some parsley, which I'm going to dump in the breadcrumbs, and we may as well just get that done right now, so let's just throw it in there. So we're going to mix that up in there. And some olive oil over here, and those are pretty much all the things that you're going to need. And you want to have flour too as well, so don't forget that. And we're going to pull our chicken out of the oven, and I'm going to show you how to assemble a cordon bleu, and we're going to rebake that, and right back with our chicken. We're going to move them over here. You can see with the chicken breasts that come out of the box, they're not as good as buying fresh chicken, but what I like about them is that they're more uniform, and you can cut flatter strips, and you can get 3 out of them. They're a little bit thicker, and the size is a little bit more consistent for what you're going to use it for. So I'm just going to move these over to the side. So now that your chicken's cooked and it's on the cutting board here, what we're going to do is we're going to slice it up. Garlic Show, you know what your job is? I just asked you the last time. Your job is to cue music, not to be in front of the camera. So if you could do that, that would be great. Just do what you have to do, or I'll give the job to Appleton. You can be out of here. Thanks. Great. Good work, Garlic Show. So you have your chicken breast here. What you're going to want to do is just cut some strips off this thing. Just like that. And sometimes, depending on the chicken, you can probably get maybe 4 slices out of it. But as you can see, what we're doing here is we're building our chicken cordon bleu that we're gonna bread. So now that we've got some chicken sliced up here, I'm gonna show you guys how to assemble a cordon bleu. We're gonna grab my honey ham here. So what you're gonna want to do is lay one of your sliced pieces of chicken, just lay it down on the cutting board or whatever it is, and then you're gonna want to put sort of a piece of ham here, have it half hanging off. And then throw a slice of Swiss cheese in here, And I've got a bowl of whipping cream here. And I just like to put a bit of whipping cream in here, just to keep the sauce all nice, and helps melt the cheese down to a sauce. And then fold the ham around the piece of Swiss cheese. You're gonna want to. That's gonna do is gonna build a bit of a blanket so the cheese it's not gonna cook and melt out of the cordon bleu. So now that we've had our cordon bleu, that's what we look like when we're raw here. Right before we're gonna powder it, you're gonna want to take that, throw it in your flour mixture here, flip it over, and try to make sure you get everything all powdered up. Move that out of the way, and then you're gonna want to go on to an egg mixture. And sometimes the egg doesn't like to stick with the flour, so make sure that you got to slosh it around a couple of times. But it's you're not going to get any breading on there if there's no egg. So make sure that you get egg throughout the whole thing here. Straight into your breadcrumb mixture right after that. Garlic show, you're really not doing a very good job with the music, man. Like, and you're playing the same songs. Like you already played that. It's already done. Get the mushroom or somebody else to do this song here. So once you've got all your stuff all breaded up, just grab it, and here we have a chicken. Put it on a greased pan ready to go in the oven. You're not going to have to worry about cooking your chicken because it's already cooked. We have all our chicken laid on our greased pan, and before you put that all this in the oven, it's just I've got some garlic butter here, so just you don't want to brush because you don't want to wreck your breading. So just somewhat just tap it on here, and you know, try to get all the chicken coated in butter. It's gonna help the top of the cordon bleu crisp up a little bit nicer. So do all those, and you're gonna want to run your chicken in the oven at about 375. So to make our cream sauce, what I've got here is I've started off with a pot. Now this is 500 milliliters of whipping cream, and an additional 250 milliliters of whatever kind of milk you want to use. If you want to use skim milk, it's probably better. So you get your whipping cream in a pot, as much parsley as you want to add. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much to put in, and it's going to make much of a difference. I'm going to put in about 3 cloves of garlic here. Now what we're going to want to do is turn our sauce onto a low heat. You don't want to burn your cream, so don't just crank your heat. And then just put some pepper in there. And quite a very secret ingredient. You guys will like this. Okay, got some beer. I'm gonna dump that in there. Before I put my mushrooms in here, I'm gonna stir this up, and then I'm gonna just let it simmer. All right, garlic show. What do you think of those, eh? Take a look at that. Oh yeah, that's awesome, isn't it? So I pulled these out, and one thing you're going to want to do is that while you've had them in for, I'd probably say about 10-15 minutes, just maybe give them a bit of a light dusting of a little bit more breadcrumbs here. So I'm going to do that, and then what you're going to want to do right after that is just flip them over things. So just flip all these, give these all a turn here, and then maybe the same thing again on with these guys here. They've been just maybe a small dusting of breadcrumbs. Our sauce is boiling away nicely over there. Here's our sauce. Let's go ahead and dump our mushrooms in. So I'm just gonna, it's about probably about 1/3 of a bag of mushrooms, your average paper bag that you get from the store, and you want to slice them up thin. So give that a stir because you're gonna want that to start to boil into the sauce here. And I haven't added any salt yet because I really don't know how much I'm going to use. I don't cook with a lot of salt anyways, so what we've got here, I'll lift that pot up and I'll show you what's going on. Here's our sauce, and of course our mushrooms are going to boil down here within the liquid mixture. So we have our sauce boiling away here, and I put in about a teaspoon of salt. You can also use like chicken stock if you want. So it's fairly salty and it'll add some flavor. So I put some flour and I put some water in this bowl, and I'm just gonna whisk this up really good. Apparently, this song is apparently a mustache song, but so whisk this stuff up really good, and then you might not want to pour all of it in. Some people like to use a flour and water mixture, but I just go ahead and dump it in. If you don't mix it very good, you're going to get lumps in here, so you don't want that. And then, of course, you keep it on a low heat. And just kind of sort of wave your spatula back and forth here, and then the mixture is going to start to thicken up for you there. And our pasta is almost done. Our chicken cordon bleu, they're almost done. So I'm going to grab some of this ham, and I'm going to throw that right into the sauce too. Okay, so we're going to do some of that too as well, and we're going to stir that up. I didn't realize I had enough ham left over for this. It's something I usually do, but not all the time. So just we'll give that a good stir, and then we'll come back, and now you guys will see a plated product. So here's what you're going to want to do. We got our pasta. Some of this sauce here, most of the sauce is going to go directly into the pasta. So you're going to want to dump your sauce in here just like this, and we're going to save some sauce to the top of our cordon bleu too as well. So just grab that. You want to mix that up thorough. So just give that a really good stir. So on my plate, what I have, move this over to the side. What I've got here is I've got my chicken cordon bleu, and it's on there. So next thing I'm going to want to do is that I'm going to want to just grab some pasta here, and we're going to put that. We're going to put that pasta on the plate, hopefully without spilling it all over. I'm a little rusty, guys. You guys waited a long time for a cook show. And you can't even see what I'm doing because I'm rusty. So that's all right. That's why this is an at-home cook show. That's why we're not on the Food Network here, so it doesn't really matter. So I've got my pasta. I've got my chicken cordon bleu. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take some sauce. I don't want to get too much running because I like the crispiness of the cordon bleu. And you're just going to dump some of that sauce on there, just like that. Oh, look at that, eh? You might want to give yourself a little bit of extra sauce on the top of the actual pasta itself. And just throw some parsley on there, just a little bit. Once again, everybody, thanks for joining another episode of CookShow.ca. Please don't forget today's cause and why our show's been brought to you today. Grow a mustache for all of November. Remember, it's called Movember. What a coincidence, again, I guess. And most importantly, try to make a donation if you can. Support men's health and support prostate cancer, finding a cure or solution or whatever they do with their donation money. And Garlic Show has been a total pain today, as per usual, with his Fu Manchu handlebar here. But Appleton, thank goodness for Jiffy Markers, because you got a mustache because of it. And our mushroom friend, I don't know if you'll ever see him again. So anyways, Garlic Show's been growing his stash all friggin' month long. Like, I can't even have a show because his stash isn't ready yet. He hid my camera, so that's not very cool. So on the right side of CookShow.ca, you're going to see a chef hat with a mustache below it. Click on that, sign up, donate, and participate in Movember. Thanks for joining CookShow.ca. It's always appreciated you guys watching my shows, and I'll see you on my Halloween special. Thanks.